Now we will do a design problem on counterfort retaining wall. So the question is, design a counterfort retaining wall to retain earth of 8 meters height above the ground level. The top of the earth surface is leveled and the unit weight of the backfill is 17 kilonewton per meter cube, having an angle of repose of 30 degrees. The safe bearing capacity of the soil is 210 kilonewton per meter square at a level of 1.5 meters from the ground level. The coefficient of friction between the soil and the base slab is 0.5. Consider M20 and Fe415 steel. So this is a question. So first of all, we will write all the values which is given in the question. So the unit weight of earth, gamma E, is given as 17 kilonewton per meter cube. Angle of repose or angle of friction, that is phi, is given as 30 degrees. So this is given as 30 degrees. The safe bearing capacity of the soil, that is QA, is given as 210 kilonewton per meter square. So this is 210 kilonewton per meter square. The value of the coefficient of friction between the soil and the base slab is 0.5, that is mu equal to 0.5. It is given that we are using M20 grade of concrete and Fe415 steel. See, in the question it is given that the height of the retaining wall above the ground level is 8 meters and the height of the retaining wall below the ground level is 1.5 meters. So the total height of the retaining wall will be 8 plus 1.5, that is 9.5 meters. Now we will calculate the coefficient of active earth pressure. So we know that the coefficient of active earth pressure Ka is 1 minus sin phi upon 1 plus sin phi. Put the value of pi, you will get Ka equal to 0.33. And the coefficient of passive earth pressure Kp is equal to 1 upon Ka. So we will get Kp equal to 3. See, the first thing that we do in a designing process is that we find out the dimensions of the various components of the retaining wall. So in the next step, we will now find out the dimensions of various components of the retaining wall. So the first dimension is L1. So the width of the structure. See, width of the structure, if you remember that in retaining wall, L1 आपका क्या था, कैंटिलीवर retaining wall में L1 था आपका distance stem के face से लेके front face से लेके heel के end तक का distance. L1 is the distance between the front face of the stem and the end of the heel slab. So this is your L1. So first of all, we will find out the value of L1. So we found out this formula in the economical design of a retaining wall. So वही same formula हम use करेंगे. So L1 is equal to H under root Ka upon 3. H is 9.5, Ka is 0.33. You will get the value of L1 equal to 3.15 meters. See, now you can use this actual value which we just calculated, or you can increase the value for safety purpose. So we will be increasing the value from 3.15 to 4 meters. See, you can also use the 3.5 meters also, but uh, in order to keep in mind the safety of the retaining wall, we will take the value of L1 approximately equal to 4 meters. Now, as we did in the cantilever retaining wall, same process. Now we will consider triangular soil pressure below the base of the heels, below the base slab. It's the same thing that we did in cantilever retaining wall. By considering triangular soil pressure distribution, we can calculate the value of capital L, which is 3 by 2 of L1. So 3 by 2 of 4 will come out to be 6 meter. Therefore, the total width of the base slab will be 6 meter. Capital L will be 6 meters. Now, the second dimension is the thickness of the toe slab. See, we take the thickness of the toe slab as 8% of the total height of the retaining wall. So 8% means 0.08 times total height is 9.5. So you will get 0.76 meters. See, here also you can take the actual value, or you can just increase this value to the next nearby value. So therefore I will take it as 0.8 meters. But keep in mind that keep this value lesser than 1 meter, otherwise the retaining wall will become very uneconomical. So you also have to consider the economic uh, aspect of the retaining wall also. Now the next dimension of the retaining wall is thickness of the heel slab, counterfort and stem at base. So we take the thickness of the heel slab counterfort and the stem at base as 6% of the total height. Therefore, we will get 0.57 meters. So we will increase it to the next nearby value, that is 0.6 meters. So therefore, the thickness of the stem at the top, we take the thickness at the top as half of the thickness at the bottom of the stem. So आपका stem के bottom में कितनी thickness थी 0.6. So therefore we will take the thickness at the top as half of 0.6, that is 0.3 meters. So now we have calculated all the dimensions of the counterfort retaining wall.